I'm Angie, and I just realized that I'm matching my chair today. So yeah, yellow is one of my favorite colors. My most favorite color is green, but then it's yellow. But yeah, you didn't come here to talk about my favorite colors. We are making turtles today, bread turtles. So it's kind of like a sweet bread. And I made them, yeah, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I always wanted to remake them because they're really good and really cute. Yeah, but now I have a little bit of spare time and thought I would make them and take you with me. Yeah, what else? As always, I add more chocolate when chocolate is asked in a recipe. I'm using dark chocolate instead of white chocolate, so I will definitely have the original recipe in the description below as a link in case you don't want to make the same mistakes as I do. And so yeah, here we go. Let's make those turtles. We start with our Tangzong, and I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, probably not, so my apologies. So we start out with 24 grams of flour, that's about 3 tablespoons, and then 1/4 of a cup water and milk. And I'm using almond milk here. I've never tried it out without regular dairy, so I just hope the almond milk will work. I'm heating up my saucepan and add the milk and water. And now I will keep stirring and heating it up until no lumps are visible anymore. And then we will just let it cool down. It's thickening up quite a bit, which means we're almost done. Now I'm turning off the heat and just stir until I don't have any more flour lumps in there. So this is looking good. Now I'm transferring it over to my bowl and then let it cool down completely. Now we start out with our dough. So we start with our dry ingredients. So I have 280 grams of flour here. Unfortunately, I ran out of my bread flour, so I'm using a mix of all-purpose flour, bread flour here, and some wheat flour. Well, I hope it doesn't matter. It probably does. But yeah, and the recipe is asking for a stand mixer because we have to knead the bread for quite a bit. I don't have a stand mixer, so I'm just using my hands. 100 grams of sugar, 12 grams of matcha powder, and here I have 4 grams of salt and 4 grams of non-dairy milk powder, so I'm using coconut milk powder. And now we are just whisking this together, or I'm just like do this without a stand mixer, but I think you can make the recipe without a stand mixer, that's for sure. Okay, and now we move on to our wet ingredients. I'm starting with 70 grams of milk, and now the recipe asks for 1 egg. Guess what I don't have at home? Yeah, eggs. So what I will use instead is 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. I don't know if that has the same effect, but that's what I usually do when eggs are asked for and I don't have them or don't want to use them. So yeah, let's do this. And now we add our Tangzong to the wet ingredients. And now all of the wet ingredients are coming into together with the dry ingredients, and then I will knead it for a couple of minutes until we have like kind of a dough, at least until everything comes together. And then we add melted butter, or very soft butter in my case today, and then we knead some more. So all of this is coming together, and now I will add the butter and knead 7 to 10 minutes by hand. If you have a stand mixer, of course you use your stand mixer, and then we leave this proving and rising for the next 1.5 hours at a warm place, and then we can move on. Okay, so the dough has risen a little bit, even though I forgot the yeast, so don't make this mistake. Don't forget the yeast. And now we are separating the dough into 8 equal pieces, which is about 72 grams. I have a little bit extra because I've added a little bit of more water to it, because I was using the wheat flour, and when you're using whole wheat flour, you might need a little bit more water, but that's fine. We can make a bigger one. Maybe I should also add a little bit of flour on my surface here so they are not too super sticky. Okay, cool. What's next? 2 of them are reserved for the heads and legs, so I'm separating 2 of them and just put them to the side. Okay, now it's time for the filling. So let's get rid of some of the flour here. So I'm making circles and pressing it down. And then I'm adding my chocolate. I don't know how much, I'm just adding a little bit. So the recipe calls for 15 grams. And then you have to seal them well. And after sealing, you can shape them in balls. So basically, you first make a ravioli and then you make the turtle bodies. Now we have them all here. Actually, you should only have like 6 bodies. I have 7. Wait, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have 7. Yeah, I don't know how many you will get, but yes. And I have 1 extra. We'll see, maybe over here. So you have to put them all on a baking sheet with parchment paper. And now we shape our legs. So now I'm dividing this piece of dough into 6 equal pieces. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 heads. I have 6 heads. Okay, cool. So now wait, which one can you see? I'll just add them here and just tuck it under. Okay, cool. We have 6 heads. That's good. At last, we need 2 legs and 2 arms for each turtle, which means we need 24 small pieces, which means about 3 grams each piece. Let's see if that works out. I'll tell you. Now I'm rolling them a bit, and then our turtle gets legs and arms. It's almost like making truffles. And I'm tucking them under just like the head. I'm pressing it in. So just tuck it under and press it a bit. Cool. Ah, how cute. Look at that. Okay, they all have legs and everything. Cool. Okay, so what's missing are the eyes. So I just have some icing googly eyes, and I hope to be able to press them in while the dough is still warm and like I can still add them and press them in. So I will not add them now, I will add them later. The original recipe asked for sesame seeds, so you can just stuck them in here. And then your turtles will also have eyes, but I just have those googly eyes, and so I will use them. And now we will let them chill for 30 minutes, and then they're ready to bake. But I cover them and set them aside. Now we want to create the shell for our turtles. And this is called, now I got to look in my smart book. Wait, what's it called? The Dutch Crunch. We make a Dutch Crunch now. For that, we need 3 grams of dry yeast. We need 12 grams of sugar. We need 2 grams of salt. Don't forget the yeast, friends. Don't forget the yeast. Then we need 12 grams of veggie oil. So I'm just using a regular olive oil, but I'm sure that coconut oil might work really nice with it too. And then we need rice flour, 50 grams, and 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Yeah, good story. I don't have cocoa powder at home. So I'm pretending to have cocoa powder here, but actually it is a protein powder with cocoa. So I hope it will do. I'm so prepared, I know. We need 60 grams of warm water. Let me double check if I have everything. We have the yeast, we have the warm water, we have the sugar, we have the veggie oil, salt, rice flour, cocoa powder. Let's say it's cocoa powder. And then we mix everything until it is combined. And then we need to leave it rise for about 30 minutes. Okay, I don't have any lumps here anymore. So I'll cover it and set it aside. Okay, my 30 minutes are over. Now I'm adding the Dutch Crunch on onto each turtle. I was wondering if the Dutch Crunch is something similar to a Craquelin. I think that's how you pronounce it. That you have on Okay, I think that's it. Here we are. They don't look too bad, but I think now I need to be fast and add those eyes. Oh no, it's too hard. I don't think I can push them in. No. Oh well. Maybe I should have just glued them on, I'm not sure. With icing sugar. I mean, you can kind of push them in, because I really don't want to deal with icing sugar, but for sure, if you want to have them in there for a longer time, you might want to use icing sugar. I mean, they hold kind of okay. And you also want to allow the turtles to cool down for like 15 minutes or so. Okay, pushing them in. Okay, that's really making my day. And I have this one extra, and he also gets eyes because why not? Now this looks more like a Halloween themed thing. Well, I think it looks really cute. They look super cute. Okay. I'll show you a couple of pictures once they are cooled down, how they look inside. And yeah, thank you so much for keeping up with me today. I know it wasn't... everything didn't work out as planned, but that's usually how it goes with me when you watch these videos. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have questions, comment in the description below. Send me a DM on Instagram at ChocolateSpiel. I'm not sure if I can answer a lot of questions about baking because I'm not a very good baker. I like to bake, but I screw up a lot of things, so I'm not sure if I can help you out with that. But if you have any chocolate related questions, just throw them at me and I will do my best to answer them. Yeah, so have a great day. Bye.